Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Duino-Coin video. So today I'm going to be doing something quite different. I'm going to be measuring the current of my Arduino and my Arduino Uno as well as my ESP8266 while it's mining. And with this knowledge, I'm going to be able to know if a powered USB hub is needed, and as well as how many boards I can use to mine on a single USB port on my Raspberry Pi or my computer, for example. And I'm going to be measuring the current with this device. It's called a USB doctor, or some people call it just a USB tester, and it measures voltage, current, power, as well as when you're charging something, the capacity of the battery, and it gives you quite good information actually. This device is quite small, but yet it's powerful. It can graph data. It can measure different kinds of data over time. It has a timer for measuring charge capacity, and all of that. So it's a really cool device. I got it quite a while ago, but I decided it's the perfect time for me to use it to measure current when Duino-Coin mining. And this USB port will go into my computer, or it could also go into a Raspberry Pi, and this goes to the AVR board. So it's quite simple to use, and now I will show you how much current is drawn when mining on an Arduino Uno. So I'm not sure if you are able to see the LCD screen on the USB doctor well, but as you can see, this is the main screen. We have the voltage, we have the current in amperage, we have milliamps hours, milliwatt hours, watts, as well as resistance in ohms, and an onboard temperature sensor with the temperature in Celsius. And this device right now, it's plugged into my computer, which is outputting the power, and this USB cable is connected to the Arduino Uno compatible board over here. And right now it's not mining, it's on idle. So as we can see, the computer is outputting around 5.1718 volts. And right now the Arduino Uno is drawing a current of, I would say, 45 milliamps. So that's quite low. It's not even 100 milliamps. And I know ports with my computer, it can probably, the current draw is, I guess, 1.2 amps, I think. And I think that applies for the Raspberry Pi as well. That's the maximum current draw for each USB port. And this is when it's idle. It's not even mining yet, but when I turn on the AVR miner, as I'm doing now, we can have a look of what the differences in the current draw when it's mining compared to when it's not. So AVR miner is booting up right now, and we'll see what the current draw is. So I just started AVR miner, and it looks like we are getting all accepted shares, and this is the current. We are drawing around 48 milliamps now, so that's very, very low, and there's really not much of a difference between the Arduino Uno being idle as well as the Arduino Uno mining. So the two current draws are very similar. It's about maybe a 4 milliamp increase, so it's not much. And with this result, we should be able to say that we are able to put a lot of Arduino Unos on a USB hub and connect it to one USB port to mine with no problems because of this exceptionally low current draw. So now that we know this, we should be able to get on with measuring the current draw of my ESP8266. So here we have the Wemos D1 Mini with the ESP8266 chip, and right now I have already uploaded the code, so it should be mining over Wi-Fi now, and it's connected to the USB meter, and we can see that the voltage, of course, is the same. It's the same USB port which I connected the meter to, but we see a change in the current. As you can see, the ESP8266 does actually consume much more current. It has a higher current draw of 0.075 around there. It goes up to 0.085 as well, and yep, we can see it's mining and getting shares. So there is definitely a significantly higher current draw on an ESP8266 compared to the Arduino Uno. It's almost double, and I mean, it makes sense. The ESP8266 is a much more powerful chip. It of course does require more current, more energy to power this up. But as you can see, it's still quite low. It's less than 100 milliamps. So probably around, I guess, 10 of these you can connect to a USB hub and feed it to a single USB port, compared to the Arduino, because the Arduino, the current was around 0.045, I would say, amps. So you could probably connect 20 of those. I haven't tried that, of course, but theoretically it should work. But with this, consumes much higher, so I would say maybe 10 is probably the limit on a single USB hub connected to a single USB port. So here we go. This is basically the video that I wanted to bring out to you guys, and for you to get an idea of what these devices draw, what the current these devices draw while mining. I know that not a lot of people have measured it before, but since I have this device, I decided that why not. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was more of an informative video. It's a much shorter video, and I'll definitely be bringing more Duino-Coin content in the future. Thanks for watching.